Hey again, here's a video for you to help you with two-digit dividends. We learned the phrase, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? And we know we can use that to help us make a checklist for all of the steps of long division. Determine, multiply, subtract, check, bring over, repeat, or remainder. So we did a lot of this together in class. I'm going to guess that we probably got about 2 here, and I'm guessing you're gonna start around here for your homework tonight. So we're gonna look at this row together. We have 91 divided by 4. Yesterday we were talking about how it's really important to look at the first number to see if you have enough in just that first number to start giving the Smarties to the kids, start dividing them up without underlining the whole thing. So all of our problems yesterday, we could just underline the first number and do it in 2 steps. But that's not always the case. Sometimes we have to underline the whole dividend. And on this worksheet that we're doing today, it's mixed up. So sometimes it'll be just the first one, sometimes it'll be both numbers, and you have to decide that to figure out. So that's what we're focusing on today. So first thing you do when you see a long division problem is you start making your checklist. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? And we're going to start out to determine. So I have 91 Smarties. I'm dividing them between 4 kids. I'm going to look at just the first number. Do I have 9 Smarties? That's what I have. Do I have enough of those to at least start giving each of the kids one if I have 4 kids? And yes, I do. So I'm going to draw my box here. Drawing this box means I'm going to have 2 steps to go through my checklist. So now I ask myself 4 times what gets me close to 9 without going over? Well, I know 4 times 2 equals 8. That's really close. Door times tree equals elf 12th. That goes over 9, so it's not going to work. So 4 and 2. Now I multiply. 4 times 2 equals 8. Subtract. 9 minus 8 equals 1. Then I check. I have 1 here, and I need to make sure the kids are happy. It's less than 4, so they are good. Now I bring over my 1, put the 1 here. Then this last step, repeat or remainder. There is another spot left in the quotient, so I'm going to repeat. So I go back to my first step, determine. 4 times something is going to get me close to 11 without going over. Again, I know door times tree equals elf 12th. That's over 11. So I'm going to have to do 4 times 2. Then I multiply. 4 times 2 equals 8. Subtract. 11 minus 8 equals 3. And then I check. I have 3 Smarties left, and there are 4 kids, so I can't give more Smarties to each kid, so the kids are happy. Then I bring over the 3. Now I have to decide repeat or remainder. I don't have another spot in the quotient, so it's going to be a remainder of 3. So each kid is going to get 22 Smarties, and I'll have 3 left over. Let's try the next one, 47 divided by 2. So I'm going to start my checklist. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? First, I determine. I look at just this first number, 4. Do I have enough Smarties, 4, to start giving 2 kids Smarties and every kid get 1? And yes, I do. So I'm going to draw my box here. And this means I'm going to have to go through my checklist 2 times. So 2 times something is going to get me close to 4 without going over. 2 times 2 equals 4. Multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. Check to make sure that the kids are happy. I have no Smarties left in 2 kids, so they are good. They like that. Then I bring over the 0. So if I bring over a 0 to my 7, then I just have 7. I need to repeat because I still have a spot here in my quotient. So back to the top of my checklist, determine. 2 times something is going to get me close to 7 without going over. Well, 2 times 3 equals 6, so I just multiplied. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. Check. I have 1 Smartie left and 2 kids, so they are happy. Bring over the 1. Now, repeat or remainder, I don't have another spot in my quotient, so it's going to be a remainder of 1. So each kid will get 23 Smarties, and I'll have 1 left over. One more, 15 divided by 8. First, I make my checklist. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? Then I determine. So I'm going to look at the first number here. I have 1 Smartie. That's not enough Smarties to give to 8 kids, so they all get at least 1. So I'm going to go over to my next number and underline the whole thing, 15. Now that is enough Smarties, so I can start giving every kid 1. So I'm only going to draw 1 box, and I like that. That's really good news, because that means I only have to go through my checklist 1 time. So 8 times something is going to get me close to 15 without going over. 8 times 2 is 16. That goes over, so it's going to have to be 1. Then I multiply. 8 times 1 equals 8. Subtract. 15 minus 8 equals 7. I have to check. I have 7 Smarties left and 8 kids, so they're happy because I can't give every single kid 1 more Smartie. So I bring over the 7. Repeat or remainder. Well, I don't have any spots left in the quotient, so 7 is my remainder. So every kid is going to get 1 Smartie, and I will have 7 Smarties left over. All right, see if you can try these 3 on your own. We'll check them in class tomorrow. I'll see you then.